let's get started on these corn muffins two ways. The first one we're going to make is a corn dog muffin. So right over here I have some hot dogs chopped up. I have my corn muffin mix. I have eggs, and I also have milk that I have to add. So I'm going to whip up this batter and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. I have the mix in the bowl and it calls for a 1/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, and we are just going to mix that together. I'm doing 2 separate recipes, so I'm going to do 6 of each muffins. So I'm doing 1 batch of batter at a time because the second one I'm going to be adding extra ingredients to. So this is going to be the corn dog muffin, and this will just have the hot dogs in it, and the other one will have other ingredients. So I'm going to finish whipping this up and bring you right back. Okay, so the batter is done and I've put a little bit into 2 of the cups. So now I am going to take a slice of hot dog, I think I'll do 2, and put it in there, put it in that one, in there, and then I'm going to cover it with just a little more of the batter so the hot dog is in the center, so it's almost like you're getting a corn dog. That should work. Hopefully we'll get 6 out of these. The packaging says 3 to 8 muffins, depending on the size. So since I'm doing a layer on the bottom and a layer on the top, we'll see what we get out of this. So I'm going to finish doing this and bring you back. All right, so the corn dog muffins are all filled. So I have the first layer, then the hot dogs, and then the second layer of the batter. So now we're gonna get started on the second mix. So it calls for the same thing, a 1/3 cup of milk, 1 egg, and we are going to mix that. This is going to be a spicy version, so if you don't like spicy, this might not be for you. I'm going to be adding jalapeños and cheddar cheese. So you could always leave the jalapeños out and just do a cheddar cheese corn muffin. That would be good. Or if you like peppers and wanted a milder pepper, you could always put bell peppers in with the cheddar cheese. Pretty much anything you want. So now that we have that all incorporated, I am going to grab the cheese, and this is just the mild cheddar shredded, and I'm really just going to eyeball it because I'm making this recipe up. I'm sure there's a recipe out there for it somewhere. So I'm going to start with that because I want it to be really cheesy to offset the heat a little bit of the diced jalapeno. So let's get this mixed in. Move that over there. Okay, that looks pretty good. The sides. Okay, now I'm just gonna grab a spoon, and I'm using diced jalapenos. You could always use fresh. You could dice them if you just have the rings, but I have these, so I am going to take, I think, I don't want to get all the juice in there. I'm gonna take, this is a tablespoon. Start with that and see how it looks. We like things pretty spicy in this house, so more could be better. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It looks pretty good. Maybe I'll do half of what I did before. Maybe like that. And see, there's the seeds in there too. So this is a spicy one. So if you're not into that, not for you. Leave it out. Just make it cheesy. You always could put the cheese in with the hot dog ones too. I just thought I'd do 2 totally different versions here. So these are just gonna go in as is, nothing in the middle, obviously. So I am gonna fill these cups and I will be right back. Okay, we're all set. These are all filled up. My oven has been preheating to 400 degrees for about the last 20 minutes. It says on the package to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. So I am going to pop them in the oven now, and when they're done, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, they are out. I showed you the 10-minute mark. That wasn't enough, so I put them back in for 3. And they still were a little bit gooey in the middle, so I put them for another 2.5. So it was about 15.5, 16 minutes. Over here, when I did the toothpick test, it stuck to a hot dog and I pulled it out, so I had to shove it back in, but it happens, right? So they look really good. The cheddar jalapeno ones are definitely bigger and puffier. I think the cheese and the jalapenos did add a lot of volume to the batter, but that's okay. They both look great. So I am going to let these cool until I can touch them, and I'll show you how they look in the center because I'm curious to see how they look too. Okay. Okay, I think these are cool enough to handle now, so I'm going to take one out. This one looks good. It has a lot of jalapeno in there. Look at that. And the cheese on the top. So I'm going to put that on a plate, and we'll just grab that one. One of the ones with the hot dogs in the middle. The corn dog muffin. So let's see what these guys look like. Take that off. Ooh, crack that one. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's cut into it. Ooh, they're crumbly, just like cornbread. That looks really good. I'll show you guys. Looks good. And let's try this guy. It already cut for me. So there it is. It just has, you know what, honestly, here's 1/2. Next time I probably would put maybe 3 slices or even 4, just to have a little bit more in the middle. But it's still gonna be good. It's gonna be like a corn dog. The reason I was making these today, I'm making leftover chili. So I always make chili about every 5 or 6 weeks, even in the summertime when it's very hot. And I freeze it in bowl-sized portions. And I've served cornbread alongside it many times. But I wanted to do a little something different. So I thought, okay, what are things people put on chili? They put cheddar cheese. Some people put jalapenos in their chili. And people eat corn dogs. So I said, why not incorporate all of it instead of just making a pan of plain cornbread? So that was my thinking behind that. So when that is done, I will show you the chili. It is leftover, so maybe one day I will show you my recipe for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And we will see you on the next one. So here it is. It's all done. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.